Welcome to Bourbon, Whiskey, and Scotch. I'm Stone.
I'm Reece the Barber.
And today we're doing another Bourbon with the fellas. I'm excited, man. I finally got Reece down here to my city.
In Campbellsville.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He got some family down here he came to see. And so we linked up just to chit chat for a minute. Ain't nothing too long, man. We just never can get enough time with the homies, man. What we drinking today?
We got that Woodford Double Oaked. We went old school with it.
Yeah, that Woodford Double Oaked. I started off with Woodford a long time ago, and then he got me on the Double Oaked. And it's hard to go back once you have this Double Oaked. So Woodford drinkers out there, if you like the regular Woodford, try the Double Oaked. It's some good shit, man.
If you get lucky enough, if you get that Triple Oaked, get that.
I still haven't tried that.
Yeah.
You got it, don't you?
That's hard to get. I got lucky with it.
Man, I got to come up and try it. You got that Shay too, that Club Shay.
I meant to bring the Shay.
Yeah. I got to try that too, that's a brandy.
That's a cognac.
It's a cognac.
Cognac.
So it won't be featured on the show, but I do want to try it. Anytime somebody black of our people got something pushing, I like to promote it. Actually, I probably put it on the show just because of that. Because February is coming up, Black History Month. We got a lot of ideas for Black History Month, so we might have to come to the shop and record again. Because you know a lot of history about barbershops,
right? Black
barbershops. So that's gonna be in the works. I get to talk to you with that. So I'm just gonna let Reece. I got a couple questions with Reece today, man. It's his life interests me, which I know bits and pieces, but the people don't. So just to get you talking, just tell a little story how you become a Marine to a barber.
Yeah, I was in the Army. Yeah, that's
Army.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Army, not Marine.
Yeah,
Army.
We ain't them knuckleheads.
So how did Mr. Reece Harris come from armies and ended up being a barber?
Well, my mother told me from the get-go to go to barber school because I was cutting everybody's hair anyway. Me and a few other people was cutting people's hair, and I didn't think there was no money in it. So I was just sitting around doing nothing, and my mother was like, "Well, you ready to make a decision?" She said, "What you ready to do?" I said, "What do you mean what I'm ready to do?" She said, "Either you gonna go get you a job and pay for some of these bills, go to college, or you ready to get up out of here." So I decided to go to the military,
right?
Because college wasn't for me, and the military is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. And then after that, I got to work in different jobs, and I ended up working at a place called ATR for 9 years, and it shut down. So I had money left over. I was like, what am I going to do? I could have went on the railroad, man, but I wanted to know what it was like if I could do it on my own.
Right.
I didn't want to die wondering what if.
Right.
So I decided to enroll in barber school and massage school.
Okay.
And 18 years later, here I am.
Okay.
So it was good. I mean, it's still a rocky road. I mean, I don't like to go the black or white thing, but when we was growing up, white people never cut your hair in Danville.
Right.
But, as time went on, a lot of the backyard barbers, a lot of barbers faded out, and people were going to Lexington to get their hair cut. So, and then they had this one guy come out, Jerry Farmer. I say his name. Jerry Farmer came, and he started cutting hair, and then Dwayne Sutherland came along, and then that's all people knew. So when I came along, they was wanting it, but nobody wanted to support it.
Right.
So it's been an up and down thing trying to get people to trust and believe, your own people to trust and believe in you. So it's been an up and down process, but like I said, I'm here 18 years later. So I've won.
Yeah.
I've won.
Right. That's it's crazy you said that. Which I have a vision, which is YouTube and bourbon, and I kind of knew coming in that my people wouldn't support me at first because there's not a lot of blacks that I've met yet that drinks bourbon other than us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I get discouraged sometime, and then angry and upset because. Which I have supporters, but other than my family and close friends,
Yeah.
my people is not supporting me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get I get it's my vision. Everybody ain't gonna see your vision regardless.
Yeah.
But I just figure I don't know why black people won't come together.
I mean, I think everybody want to see you succeed. They just don't want you to succeed before them.
Right.
You know, and everybody likes to be with you. They say they're with you.
Right.
Just in case you make it. But on the upside, on the downside of, they really don't want you to make it.
Right.
They don't want you to be a step above them, and that's the sad thing. But the way I look at it, you know, you support me and you help me build me. You come to me, I'm gonna help you support you and help build you, and we continue to climb the ladder.
Right.
But for whatever reason, man, this thing that people want to get there before you, and I'm just gonna leave you behind.
Right.
Is the thing. But you know, just like I said with that one thing with winners, people will hang around with so-called winners, but you're not trying to learn the recipe on how to become a winner yourself.
Right.
You want to be there with the winner so they can just give you the crumbs and say, well, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be here.
Facts.
And that's crazy to me. We all can build. We all can grow.
Right.
Each one teach one. No different. Like when you go look at your stuff, you see 1,000 views, right?
Right.
But you probably only got 50 or 60 comments and likes and whatever.
Right.
And I started noticing when I put my barber cuts on there, when I put certain people on there, I see everybody's view on my page,
right.
But they won't like or comment until I get certain people on there.
Right.
And that's why I'm crazy. So, you know, you got to start using people for what they worth.
Right.
So, you know, if I want to get this type of crowd, then I bring this type of person on there. You know, but as far as little buddy not wanting to work, which I don't know the situation, you know, I don't know if he's intimidated that you might catch where he's at. I don't know, but this is for you and me. Right. This is, we just now starting.
Facts. And I think personally, he works. He's a hustler. Like,
yeah.
I think personally, he just don't give a fuck what I'm doing, or didn't see it until we have a common denominator. Then he's like, oh, okay, well, maybe if you know this person, he's willing to do it. Maybe I should be on the show. You know what I'm saying? It's okay too. I just hope I gotta stay humble, because once I do blow, and then some of these people I asked to come on the show didn't want to be on, I just gotta stay humble.
You know what's so crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like, you know, you can have all the good stuff in the world, but you bringing all this good stuff to the people and teaching them different things. It's just crazy to me how nobody wants to be with you now, but when the train is moving, they want to jump on.
Facts.
So, you know, we should help build one another.
Right.
You know, quit trying to get something out of it just for you. Just build, it will come. Right. So, you know, it blows my mind that we do that to one another.
And it kills me. Us as black folk, we spend the most money. If we come together on some of this shit, man, we can own more, support more, and have more. But for some reason, the system and then our mindsets just always just keep us separated, man.
We've been trained to be consumers. You know, the money that you have, everybody has enough money to build and do what you want, right? Like I was just talking in your community, in your household. If you and let's say that the people you hang with, you got 20 people you hang with, y'all smoking and drinking and going out to eat together. But if somebody comes together and be like, okay, let's put $20 a week in. Let's grow and do that for a year. And then that's a down payment on a house or whatever. So we have the resources to do these things. We just won't do them because we want that quick, spontaneous thing. Black people like track stars instead of being the long distance runner. Right. If things don't go the way you want them as soon as it starts, we quit. Right. You know, we got to be distance runners. Man. And there's always, you either know somebody or you know somebody that can help you get to where you need to be. Right. You also possess everything you need to know how all this stuff you're going through in life has already got you there. But we just look at, like, for example, when I was a kid, you know, me and this dude named Don Lee, Barn down the cost, we used to ride bikes. We would ride this whole thing every day. We rode the same path. So one day, Don Lee was like, Reece, you take the lead. And I couldn't wait to take the lead. It was finally my lead. I didn't know where to go. But we rode the same path every day. That was the path.
Right.
So I was already trained to be the leader. And that's just what we are. We are trained for success. We all on the same page, but we just don't want you to get there before I do,
right.
type deal. And we wanted to get it now. Nobody wants to go through that middle ground.
Yeah.
In your first brand, when you first start, you looking at, I came from this and look what I have.
Right.
But nobody looks at the middle when things are up and down. You got bills to pay. People don't believe in you. Doctor's bills came up. You got to spend that money. You got to learn to adjust and balance. And nobody wants to go through that. But in theory, when you have an idea, it makes sense. But when you go towards your journey, you're going to hit all kinds of potholes, man. And people are not ready for that.
Right. And I'm in that middle ground now with this show.
Yeah.
I follow so many people on YouTube. Bourbon YouTubers.
Yeah.
And they blossoming. And I'm like, man, how I get there? But this is my learning point. I'm growing, but it's not. I feel like sometimes I should be growing faster. I gotta set myself down sometimes. And then mind you, most of the people that I'm watching, they blew up during COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they were small before
people
COVID hit. And people were sitting still, so they blew up.
Yeah.
And now they keep the same people. I'm coming in the game at I guess the wrong time. I don't know. But I got ideas, and I got a couple ideas coming. That's gonna hopefully gonna spark it up.
Yeah.
I just gotta be patient. But back to being a barber.
Yeah.
You dope enough. I may be biased in my opinion. Yeah, ain't nobody touching you right here. It's my opinion. My cousin's close.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. He's dope, but on point. Everybody on point is dope.
Yeah.
But you dope enough to spread your wings. Why have you stayed in Denver? Why have you not opened up a shop in Lexington, or try to come down and cut Campbellsville one day, or shoot to Louisville, like, or get yourself in a hair show? You know what I'm saying? Like, why haven't you? It's just not a vision for you, or
no, and I appreciate that too. But no, it's at one point I was about to go. I was recruited by different barbershops in Lexington. You know, I was thinking about trying to get down there in the bar sound with my cousin Kevin King, because he's dope too. It's a lot of things. It's just, you know, things that hit a low at one point and I was about to leave, but I got some faithful clients.
right?
And on top of that, it was some that was haters that said I wasn't gonna make it. So I stayed to prove them wrong.
Right.
And like I said, I've been doing it for 18 years now. I've never begged anybody for nothing, and it has always worked out.
Right.
Things are good. But if I'd have went to Lexington, oh God, there's no telling where I would be right now.
Right.
Also, when I went to the hair show, I got with the Major League Barbers. They wanted me. Nori, actually, of the Major League Barbers, asked me to apply, but they traveled. And at the time, you know, my wife was at home with one son, and then we had a newborn.
Okay.
So I didn't want to take that leap of faith and go with them, because I didn't want to leave her by herself.
Right.
But I should have.
It's never too late, though.
It's never too late. It's never too late. You know, I'm still wanting to grow, man. I don't know. Right now, I'm good. I'm in a good place, but I'm still thinking it's time. It's been time to expand. So you're right. I never put much thought in it other than just proving to people that you telling me that I can't do it. What do you mean I can't do it?
Facts.
I didn't prove that point. Now it's time for me to mature and move on to something different. So I'm gonna take that in consideration now. So.
Yeah, do that, man. 'Cause you, like, and then like, if people I don't care to travel.
Yeah.
You know me, my head. I need to cut right now. I'm waiting so I can shoot down. Like, it's plenty of barbers here.
Yeah.
And which I let my son go to my cousin so I can support him.
Yeah.
But if I can wait, I shoot the devil. You know what I'm saying? But people beside, and I don't have too many people that will shoot the devil with me to try. Yeah, everybody got their person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you can get a foot in down here, you can make some money. You dope, man.
They was trying to get me to come to Lebanon. So Springfield and Lebanon, as well as Campbellsville, can all meet there in Lebanon too.
Right.
So
anybody in Springfield? Anybody cut in Springfield?
Well, Kevin King is from Springfield, but he cuts in Bardstown. I don't know anybody.
So they either coming your way or Bardstown.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. And I don't know if there's any in Lebanon either.
I don't know of any.
I don't know. So not for sure.
It's some areas you can touch, man. If you even if you hit it once a week, you feel me?
And you know what's so crazy in Danville, and it makes you think, because it's in Danville right now, in small Danville, we probably have 10 to 12 barbershops.
Really?
Yeah, there's 10 to 12 in that small town.
I know 3.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other one's at.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm cool.
Right.
I try to get to know all barbers. I don't want that's barber love for me. So I want to get to know everybody. If they come to me, we might talk. I'll help if they ask me questions because I've been in it for longer. Hell, I even go to them
if y'all made it this far in the video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
Don't be scared. Just hit and click and comment. Comment, comment, comment.
To them, if I see them do something that I didn't like, I'm like, nah, you do that. Ain't no hate here.
Right.
But it is growing. They trying to be pulled from spot to spot. I don't know. I'm not in competition with anybody anymore.
And it's crazy how I would figure like that's a competition thing. Like, seem like you want to come together for the community. You know what I'm saying? But it's just one of those professions. Everybody's in competition with each other.
My old partner, when we split, they made a serious competition thing. It got so bad that when you go to the games, the basketball and football games, the people who got cut by him, they try to show that loyalty and didn't want to speak, and vice versa. And I'm like,
I got that bad?
Yeah, I was like, what? But we cool. Me and him are cool. But I did tell him if me and him was to get together, that every new barber that comes up should be coming through us. We can make it live, make it to where they wouldn't leave. But he went his way and he's doing real good.
Right.
He's got people working for him. I'm in the shop by myself and I'm doing good.
Right.
So everything is good. Everybody's getting what they want.
Could you imagine if both of y'all had a shot?
Oh my God.
And y'all had a big enough shot, everybody was just coming to get.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have to cut but your loyal ones.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was trying to. I had a plan. I'm not gonna give my plan away because I'm still gonna try to put that into play. But there's a plan that even if you didn't cut, you still got paid.
Right.
Not just from the people that's working in the shop, but the other things that we was gonna do.
Right.
But maybe I can get that into play. It's been long enough. It's time for me to start bringing other people in. But a lot of people didn't want to come with me because of how I run the shop. I'm kind of old school. Certain things I don't tolerate that the other shops are tolerating. But with these young people, how they going, ain't nobody teaching nobody.
Right.
So, and these young people want to have the freedom to come and do what they do and say what they say, and it's just not appropriate for me.
Right.
So that's why I really never had too many people in there with me.
Couple more questions.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let G hit his, and then we're gonna get you out of here because I know you got to hit the road. But first one, I drew a damn blank.
That happens.
What was my first one? Military. For the young folks out there that's thinking about going to the military, outside of the war part, what did it teach you as a man?
It taught me everything. I mean, the crazy thing about the military for me, I'm the only one from a small town. Everybody I was with was from the city. So, it taught me discipline. I used to be scared of everybody growing up, and that fear went away in the military. It taught me responsibility because I got paid in the military. I don't know how it is now, but back then you can either get paid once a month or once every 2 weeks. My dumb ass decided to get paid once a month. So if you blew your money, you stuck into the end of the month. So I had to learn the hard way how to manage my money.
Right.
I guess, and that's one thing that I hated going through it. But right now, I love the fact that I did because I can manage my money right now.
Right.
And I'm in a good place because of it. It taught you patience, to stay calm in fear because I went to Desert Storm. So, you know, that panicking, no, there's no room for that. You'll die.
Right.
If you get the panicking. So it taught me, you know, patience. It taught me how to manage. It taught me to be fearless at times. It taught me to sometimes in certain cases, you got to have fear. Right. So it taught me balance.
So, as a black man, you know, when we go through this country, whether you see it or not, that shit's still there.
Yeah, yeah. It's all in there.
How is it?
Yeah.
How did you go and fight for a country that pretty much spit on you every chance they get?
Well, it's almost...
'Cause that's why I didn't go.
Yeah. But it's almost like when you go back and look at the old black soldiers, if they didn't go and fight, when they move forward, what are they going to say? You never contributed. So why do you feel that you deserve a part of this? You never contributed.
Right.
And when they did, a lot of the white superiors, they try to make it to where they knew this. So if they were successful, they definitely deserve things.
Right.
So that's why on the inside, a lot of that racist stuff came there to shut that down. But, you know, when you're a part of something, you can't deny me. You know what I mean? So I went because, like I said, my mother told me it's time to get out of the house. I was scared to grow up and I didn't have a job. I went to the military. And then when I got in the military, there's a lot of elders that was there that was teaching me about all of that. So, you know, while I'm here, I went just to have stability, money. But while I was there, it made me realize it was a good thing because I'm a part of this now.
Right.
You cannot deny me. So when I walk around and people salute you, be like, man, thank you for your service. You know, with me going to Desert Storm, it's warranted. I contributed.
Okay.
So, you know, it was a great thing. But I'm not saying military is not for everybody.
Facts.
Yeah.
Last thing, and then I'll let G do his thing. I forgot the name of the group you used to have.
Life? Yeah.
You ain't got to get into it how it failed.
Yeah.
But I brought it up because I don't want life, but I want like a bourbon group.
Yeah.
Because our friends, I got friends here and then your friends, well, my friends too now, but we all love bourbon.
Yeah.
So I want to start a group, some kind of bourbon group, and that's how Bourbon with the Fellas kind of came about in my head. Right. I want to start doing this once a month. Yeah. But kind of have a club to it.
Yeah.
I want you to think about it because where you had experience with life. Yeah. The group life, life period. Yeah. But maybe of what y'all did wrong, that you will do better this time. Yeah. But just think of it for as a bourbon club. Amongst homies, come together once a month. If we have to do like a fee a month, so we don't have to worry about no bottles. But at the end of the day, I want to meet once a month, whether it's here somewhere, get a venue, come together with a bottle or some bottles, and sit as men, black men, and talk, and get shit off our chest because a lot of mental health is real. Yeah. Sometimes it might be cutting up, sometimes it might be sports. Sometimes we might have to just get some stuff off our plate, you know what I'm saying? And if we get big enough, maybe do something with the communities. But like I said, I said it with the last show, which ain't out yet, but it's like I got two homes. I got two communities that I can call home. Right. Danville and Campbellsville. And I want those communities to come together somehow, as far as my circle. You know what I'm saying? I think a bourbon club would do that. Yeah. And I think something good will come out of it. It ain't gotta be nothing. It's just once a month.
I mean, the whole thing about bourbon that I've learned about bourbon's a conversational piece. Bourbon, we drink bourbon to get drunk and we mix it, we do that. This is to be sipped and enjoyed, right? And have business deals to solve problems, right. to talk about things. So that's it goes together with me, right? So I'm with you.
So think of life and how you ran it, and see what you do differently. Try to incorporate the bourbon in it, and just throw some ideas. I'm gonna try to throw you my ideas, and we're gonna meet up together we're gonna meet up together and we good. We good.
Yeah.
We're gonna meet up together and we're gonna figure this thing out. G, what you got?
All right. First, one major question next. Right?
Okay.
I want to split you today.
I appreciate
It
it.
was done back in the day.
Yeah.
That's how we got to it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk earlier about the impact of our community not supporting.
Yeah.
Can you, in your own words, put it to where our community can understand it's a must that they get their grown folk on?
Mhm.
There's a lot of us at 35 to 50
Yeah.
still want to act like we 21,
Yeah.
30.
You got
Just in your
teenage
own
men.
words, the importance of actually being a grown up and getting grown up.
Yeah. In 2000, I said it before, in 2025, you can't afford to be a dummy, right? Right now, we're living in this baby, still in this baby boy thing. We want to blame people for our stuff. Once you get out from your mother, you and your parents' house, you are to learn to be better. You have to learn your lessons. So when your kids come behind you, you can show them what you did. You know, jobs are disappearing. Technology, all this is coming, man. You don't have time to be being the victim, if you will. You have to learn. You know, just to add a little bit more sauce on it, I remember I wasn't too bright in school. Yeah, I never failed, but I wasn't all bright because I was worried about other things. So now I had a dude ask me, why are you so hard on your daughters? Because you wasn't too bright in school. I was like, so what, you want me to repeat the same process with them? I'm grown. I've learned. I'm not nobody's victim. I'm going to learn. I go through the things. I don't want to depend on people. And that's another story within itself. How I got to the point where I don't depend on nobody for nothing. So it's time to grow up, man. You're not the victim. Quit trying to be the victim.
Two more quick questions.
Yeah.
What's up with the Yankees?
The Yankee?
Yeah.
Man, when we was in the military, man, a lot of people get on me about that. I see people at Walmart. When we was in the military, man, if I had a homeboy from there, we wore the hat. So I got a lot of New Yorkers wearing Kentucky hats.
I like it.
So we're good. We're good.
Last but not least, we are Stones putting together a panel
Yeah.
of just men and women
Yeah.
that have just answers to questions.
Yeah.
And we are lack of intelligent people. I wanted to know if it's possible to see your schedule. Would you join us for that panel?
You sure? You better shoot. You damn right I will. It's all to the good. Man, it's time we got to teach each other, man. It's time to grow. Like I said, it's always a reason how we got here. And nobody, we was talking about mental health. That's part of mental health. You know, a lot of people, it's a reason why you got to be in who you are. And nobody seems to want to confront that. You know what I mean? And if they do confront it, they think that at one or two conversations, now we're good. This is not TV. It's going to take multiple conversations and knock down dragouts before you get to the point where things are good.
And some people use that as a crutch too.
Yeah, it's a crutch.
I do this because of what I've been through.
Because it's
or
easy to say,
I'm
fuck
like
it.
this because of what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? You drag somebody down
Yeah.
over your mental health and you using it as a crutch.
You know how hard it is to be responsible?
Right.
I mean, people want to hurry up and become adults. Man, being an adult sucks. But you got to be responsible. Especially when you have kids, you got to be responsible for other people. So a lot of people don't want to be responsible for themselves, let alone somebody else, man.
Right.
So everybody got excuses. It's getting too late for the excuses. It's time to learn. And what you're doing, is we got to start teaching one another. It's like the movie Soul Food, right? I can't quote it right. But the one thing that I've always said, you got each individual finger. They all powerful enough, but you bring just a little bit from each one, you can strike a mighty blow, man. And it don't hurt you by giving just a little bit.
Good. So February is coming out. I touched on it a little bit, but Black History Month's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I want one more show out of you.
Cool.
If we don't do nothing
You
else
my
after
dog,
this,
man. As long as I got the time, I'm here.
me and G is gonna come up and we're gonna get cut by you.
Okay.
He may have some questions. I ain't gonna have no questions. I just want you to, as you cutting, we might do a bottle review before or after, but as you cutting, I want you to tell some of our black men and black people the history of a black barbershop.
Oh, yeah. That'd be real good.
As you cutting us, you know what I'm saying? I want G to come up with, I'm gonna let you talk while you cut me.
Yeah.
But then when G sits down and get a lineup or cut, I want him to have some questions.
Okay.
That's one. With Black History, I'm gonna give each one a project. Some of this bourbon has some black hands in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it. I asked G to do it, and I want you to do it too. Try to find at least 2 or 3 stories where black people had a hand in some of this bourbon that we consume today.
Yeah.
And I want to tell that story for Black History Month.
That's no problem.
And then all month too, I'm gonna try to hit black owned business. I want to go back to fresh for that reason.
Yeah.
That's another. I sent to both of y'all. What was it? Gold bourbon is another bourbon.
That the new one you just said.
In Louisville. I don't think they got the distillery though. I think they let somebody else distill it.
Yeah.
And they just threw their name. So we gotta find more about that. But I want to hit them up for Black History Month and any other black business that you could think of that we can touch. And they ain't gotta be bourbon involved, but just this is just for our people. I want to hit for next month.
Trip you out.
So could you tackle that with me?
Yeah, that's my thing.
Bet.
Yeah.
I say it 1,000 times. Reece is my homie.
Yep.
He's my brother.
Yep.
And at times he's been my father figure.
I appreciate that. That's a big thing.
I came to you at times. I can say I couldn't go to my father, but I was more comfortable coming to you.
Right.
And so thank you.
No, you're welcome.
You're one of the people I'm glad I got in my life. You teach me a lot.
It's the same.
Thanks for coming up fuck with me, man. I finally got you in the city, man. But next time we gotta do it with some homies. We gotta bring them up here, man.
Yeah.
You got anything else to say for the people? Where to find you?
I'm at 432 Bay Street, Danville, Kentucky. Look on my Facebook page with Reece the Barber. You can Google me. I'm on Google too, and just check out my work. Check it out.
And I'm gonna get a picture of his shop, and I'm gonna have that information up, so you can pause and call. You don't do walk-ins.
I do. I take walk-ins.
You do them? Okay.
I do. But I do my appointments first. If I got time, I'll get them in.
Okay.
And that's another reason I need to hire somebody else because I'm missing out on a lot of walk-ins.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So make sure you get that number, peoples. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Stone.
I'm Reece the Barber.
Yeah.